afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center. And guys, guess what? I got one of my favorite types of RVs to review today. That is a Class B camper van, and I've got a nice one today, guys. Today, let's review a 2013 Road Trek. This is the big one, the 210 Popular. Built on a Chevrolet 3500 chassis. It is a wide body, so it starts off in the front just like a regular Road Trek 190 or a Chevrolet van, but it tapers off in the back till it's 8 inches wider. You get a king bed with it. You get a full bathroom with a shower that you don't have to stand out in the hallway and take. This is definitely a nice van. Just got 77,000 miles, which is low miles for one of these vans. You know, people that own these little motor homes, guys, they don't let them become driveway queens. They take them out, they use these things, guys. They use them for day trips, for daily drivers. The most versatile type of RV, as motorhome wise, you can buy is this right here, a Class B camper van. It can be a camping van, it can be a traveling van, it can be a event van, it can be a number of things. Get out and take your family around, look at Christmas tree lights one night van. I mean, it can just be a great all-purpose vehicle. Now, guys, I know vans aren't cheap. I know that. Believe it or not, even at $69,900, this is the lowest priced one on the RV Trader by several $1,000s in the 2013 210. NADA on this thing with no added options, just adjusting for the miles. Got it on my phone there is, if you can see it on my screen, $86,102, guys. So I don't make up the market value of these vans, guys. You, the consumers, do. So I know I hear it all the time. Well, you can buy a Class A for $69,900, and that's true. You can buy a nice used Class A for $69,900. But a Class A is not going to get 15 miles a gallon, and B, a Class A, you're not going to be able to pull into a regular parking spot either. And it's not going to have the drivability of this Class B. That drivability, that fuel mileage, and that parking ability comes at a premium, and that's something anybody. I'm in the van life myself, guys. I've owned conversion vans. I've owned a Class B van. I mean, that's just what we pay. Until you're in the van life, you're not going to get it. So a Class C shopper, a Class A shopper, is not going to get the whole van life Class B thing. But for those of you that are in it or want to get in it, you get it. So. And this unit does have a generator and 750 watt inverter. Of course, it's a Road Trek, the most popular Class B van ever built. These were built up in Canada, and more Road Treks have been sold than any other brand out there, period. It's got Michelin tires, tons of tread. It's got, somebody's added some aftermarket rims that look really good. Runs and drives great. Built on 3500 Chevy chassis with a 6-liter Vortec V8, 323 horsepower. Now, guys, according to factory specs, it's got a 7,650 pound tow capacity. Now, I don't recommend towing 7,600 pounds on any van. You know, vans are great if you want to tow a car behind it, which kind of defeats the purpose of buying a van, but some people do. A lot of people tow like motorcycle trailer behind it with a motorcycle or golf cart or something like that, and it's perfectly fine for that. But I don't think I'd want to put a 7,000 pound travel trailer behind it and expect it to tow right, because you're gonna be all over the road, and it wouldn't be very safe. So, you know, I know that's what the manufacturer says, but from years of towing, guys, these vans I wouldn't put more than about 5,000 or 6,000 pounds behind it if I had to. Got one wheel center missing, guys. Of course, it is a used 13, guys. It is 9 years old. But have you priced a new camper van? You're talking 200 grand and wait a year to get it. I mean, these things are just stupid expensive. I do like the Chevrolet chassis because it has such a long wheelbase. If you'll notice, not much overhangs past the rear wheels, where like a Ford or a Dodge, the wheelbase is about 10 to 12 inches shorter, so you'll be way sticking out, which means you'll drag. But with a Chevrolet or GMC, you've got that extra long wheelbase, and not only that, guys, but it makes great drivability because you're going down the road 70 miles an hour on the interstate. Big trucks get around you, stuff like that. You're not swaying like crazy like a lot of motorhomes do. Like I said, it's that drivability. That's part of the van life. 77,000 miles. Dash air, dash heat, all that works great. Now, I am plugged into 30 amp shore power right now. The only reason being is I've got to put a house battery in this. The house battery is completely shot, so but we are going to put a house battery in it. My tech's tied up right now, so probably later today or tomorrow before they do. But it does have a crank out awning. Let's look inside this beautiful Roadtrek 210. And of course, the 210 Popular does have this third seat, and this is for an adult, guys. And I catch slack for this, but this is not rated for a car seat. I'm not going to put a kid's life at risk to make a sale on a van. I've got a 4-year-old myself, so I did a ton of research on these different motorhomes and stuff that you can put a car seat in. Unfortunately, guys, 99% of motorhomes are not suitable for kids with car seats. So you got to have a forward-facing seat attached to the frame. This seat is not attached to the frame. It's built on a hollow wood box. That's it. Not safe for a car seat. So, but it can, however, you can sit an adult here, and you can actually make this into a bed because the front seats swivel around. You swivel the passenger seat around. This seat lays down flat, and you've got a single bed on top of your king bed in the back. So it technically can sleep 3. Now, is this little small bed going to be comfortable? Well, it beats laying down on the ground, I guess. Here we are. Got about a 6'2" height clearance. I'm 6'4". I can almost stand up in here. Actually got the heat pump on right now, and the electric heat pump works great because it's a little chilly today. It's got 77,000 miles on it, guys. It's got a navigation, backup camera, all that good stuff. Carpet's original, it looks great. There's no smoke or pet odors. Dash, heat and air, everything up here works like it's supposed to. Windshield looks great. Power windows, power locks, tilt cruise, all that good stuff. Automatic headlights. No cause of concern up here. You step back, and you've got, of course, the 3 skylights. That's pretty much a calling card for all Roadtreks. A little storage up here. You know, that's one good thing about these vans. They don't waste any space. Storage up here. This is your control panel. Generator, we do guarantee, guys, of course, like all of our used RVs, we do guarantee generator to run and put out. We do guarantee that. We do guarantee refrigerator, freezer to get to operating temp. We do guarantee the roof air to get cold and get to operating temp. So all that is guaranteed. All the lights work, guys. I turned everything on. It's got solid surface countertops with no cracks anywhere. All your books and manuals are included. Here's your sink. Little space saver sink. It does have a 6-gallon DSI water heater. It does have a built-in propane tank for that. 2-burner stove top. A lot of people don't cook in these because it's just so hard to get the smell out of this small area. So, you know, a lot of times, even with this, you're still going to carry a little outside cooktop or grill or something like that. You do have a table that comes out right here. And this is for the front seats, so you can swivel the front seats around and have extra eating service here for 3 people. And then underneath that, you've got extra drawers and cabinets. I mean, deep, deep drawers. And you got 3 of those. I guess that's your cutlery drawer. It's a lot of space in here, at least for a van. Because you're driving, I mean, 21 feet 11 inches, which this is the largest gas van You know, you can buy one of these on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis and spend another 25 grand, and they're going to be a foot longer than this, but they're not going to be as wide. So this is definitely one of the larger vans you can buy. Now, in other words, if this isn't enough space for you, you're going to have to go to a Class B plus or a Class C. You've got a 4 cubic foot. This is a 3-way RV refrigerator freezer, which means it runs off of AC power, it runs off of propane, or 12 volt DC power. Now, if you run this on 12 volt, guys, make sure you've got your motor running, because this will kill your battery pretty quick. Well, within a few hours. You do have a microwave convection oven, so you still got an electric oven and a microwave, which doesn't look like it's been used. Go to the back here, and I'll show you the bathroom here in a minute. Here in the back, this is your daytime use. That sofa is a power sofa, and it lays down flat. And I'll show you here. That electric heat works great for a heat pump. And it does have a furnace too, so if you are boondock camping, you can use your propane furnace, and the fan is battery powered, or you can use the heat pump if you're hooked into power running off generator power. Now guys, this right here is pretty much a full-size bed. You do have a table that's underneath this cushion right here, and you can set that table up right here for daytime use, or at nighttime it sits between these two seats right here, and I'm just going to kind of simulate it the best I can. You've got these two cushions, and again guys, I'm doing this one-handed, just kind of simulating what the bed looks like, well, at least the best I can without putting that table down and having two hands. And this is actually a king-size bed, and so easily sleep 2 people back here, and then just pop it up for daytime use, or leave it made out all the time. It's up to you. So pretty cool. Does have a DVD player built in. You've got a little 12 volt television, which I've got running on antenna right now. There's your thermostat for your Cool Cat heat and air. And the Cool Cat, guys, is again, it's a heat pump and 110 air conditioner, which both work great. And you've still got your furnace. So, and you've also got your dash air and dash heat. So that's a good thing about these little vans. You've got tons of different ways to heat and cool the van. And let me tell you how little you need a generator in a van. This thing's a 13 model. It's only got 99 hours on the generator. Not even 100 hours on it. That just shows you how, I mean, you know, I know there are going to be times you'll be glad you have that generator, but a lot of times, guys, you don't need one in a van. Especially if you're not boondock camping or anything like that. And I'm going to tell you, the boondocker's best friend, and this is something I've learned myself recently, is these fantastic vent fans. They are 12 volt, they circulate a ton of air. They're great for the summertime for sucking the hot air out of your van, especially when you're cooling off with the dash air going down the road. You can get the remaining air out with this, and then when it gets nighttime, you reverse the flow of the fan and you bring that cool night air in here. You talk about a good night's sleep, and no air conditioner required. And you've got a full, this is what I love about the 210 versus the 190. The 190, you have to take a shower in the hallway. This, I'll turn the catch right here. Now I know this isn't a huge bathroom by you know, many people's standards, but you're not talking about a big RV either. This is a wet bath. The entire thing's a bathroom. You sit on the toilet, take your shower. But I mean, this is all you got space for. And this way, you're not taking a shower in your hallway either. Plus, you've got a little pop-out exhaust fan. So, not something that, you know, you're going to be able to take a 30-minute shower in, but definitely something that an adult can take a shower in and get clean and all that. So, oh, excuse me. and try to close this. Cause I'm a big guy, guys. I'm 300 plus pounds, 6'4", so even though I love these vans, they're not the easiest thing for me to maneuver around with a camera. Neat van, guys. And like I said, I know not everybody gets the vans, I know that, but for those of you that get these vans, I do like how easy it is to get to your back of your water heater for winterizing. But for those of you who know these vans, and you get them like me. You know, I was called the van man when I was in sales because I sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of used Class B vans. That was kind of my specialty. I liked them so much, I even bought one to drive for my everyday vehicle I drove for about a year or two. And I still drive a conversion van now. I've got a GMC conversion van that's not much shorter than this thing. And I drive it every single day. Comfortable. I love a rear-wheel drive vehicle, guys. They just drive with a V8. They just drive old school luxury floating on air feel, and that's what I love about them. Of course, I'm kind of an old school kind of guy anyway. This unit is $69.9, haggle free firm. You saw the NADA. This thing is way less than other ones on RV Trader and way less than what NADA says I should be selling it for, but I don't price my stuff by NADA, as you can obviously tell. You know, most dealers, they don't care what they pay for it. It's priced NADA retail. That's the standard practice that has been for many, many years. However, we're not like that. You know, we've been in business 53 years. We've been doing this a long time, guys, since 1968. We price them by what we have in them. We have a set markup. So in other words, the better deal we get when we buy it, the better deal we give you when you buy it, because we have the same set markup regardless of what we paid for it and regardless of what the book is. And that's why I'm selling these RVs for pretty much pre-pandemic prices and selling these things so far under book, because I'm not like other dealers. I don't have to get rich on every one of these I sell. You know, we've been in business, like I said, 53 years. Everything we own is paid for. I don't have mortgages. We don't have floor plans. We don't spend millions of dollars in years in advertising like the big dealers do, which all they do is pass those costs along to the poor saps that buy RVs from them, because because they've got more overhead to accommodate the advertising cost. They have higher prices. Where small dealers like us, we literally have very little advertising overhead. And we pass that savings along to the consumer. I don't have to pay interest on loans. I don't have to pay interest on floor plans or mortgages that I have to pass along to the customer every time they buy one from us, guys. We keep our prices very, very low. And another thing I love about us, guys, we don't have any fees. You know, you go to Rip Off World and, you know, all these other places that charge you thousands of dollars in fees. All those fees are 100% dealer profit. We have none of those fees. Our price is haggle-free firm, $69.9 for this 13 Road Trek 210. I'm gonna put a new battery in it, and I'm gonna guarantee those systems to work like I described. And of course, you know, you can come and inspect anything else you want for yourself to see what works and what doesn't before deciding to take it. This thing's been so well cared for, I seriously doubt you're gonna find any problems. And we do all that for $69.9. And wow, you can come get this van. You can enjoy it. This is something you can spend time with your family in, by yourself, take a cross-country trip in. People live in these vans. You know, there's all kinds of people on YouTube that live in vans. And unlike a homemade van, and lately, guys, if you've been watching the Class B market, you see homemade vans, people asking 50, 60 grand for a homemade van. You know that wasn't built to any kind of code or standards or inspections or anything like that. And I do very, very much advise caution when you buy a homemade van, because these guys that are building these things are not licensed electricians, licensed plumbers. They have no idea what building codes are for RVs. These are. Those homemade vans are not in a book. They will never have any value as far as loan-wise above just a cargo van. These do. These are in the book. These are built to specs, or built to standards, or built to code. a lot safer, and plus these actually have a functioning bathroom. That's something most homemade Class B vans don't have. So keep that in mind. Big difference between a factory built, inspected, built to code Class B motorhome, especially one that's owned by a manufacturer that's been in business as long as Road Trek has, compared to these, you know, mom and pop homemade vans that seems to pop up from time to time. You know, I do advise, I'm not saying that they're all bad, but I'm saying that there's a lot more potential for them to not be good than one of these, if that makes sense. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Feel free to smash me a thumbs up. Again, this is $69.9 while it lasts. And as soon as my tech gets back from lunch, he's going to have a new Interstate Deep Cycle house battery, or batteries if it takes more than one in it. But if you got any questions, give us a call. Drop us an email, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Call before coming to look to make sure it is available. And again, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Feel free to share on social media. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, RV's Big Bo. Like my Facebook page. You can actually message me on Facebook. I can't sell you anything, but I'm more than happy to answer questions, give you advice. 25 plus years in this industry, guys. Not only selling RVs, advertising, buying them, working on them, transporting them. I've done all of that, financing them, and then some, but I've also been an RV owner for longer than that. So I've been on both sides of that desk as a buyer and a seller, so I can give you advice either way. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Come out and visit with us, guys. And just a quick reminder, we will be officially closed Friday and Saturday and Sunday, of course, this week and next week, and we will be kind of sporadic during the week. So if you want to come between Christmas and New Year's, call ahead, make arrangements, because we may be here, we may not be. That's why if we know you're coming, somebody, if you made arrangements with one of the salespeople, they'll know you're coming, they'll make sure to be here. I'm just kind of giving everybody a little time off. It's pretty much voluntary between Christmas and New Year's, whether the guys want to work or not, but we will definitely be closed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, both weekends. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for some more videos. Got some neat stuff. I'm hoping to get that truck camper and truck as soon as the seat gets back from the upholstery shop. I got that combo unit that'll be for sale. I'm just waiting on that seat to come in. If it doesn't come in before Christmas, I'll come in one day next week and do a video on it. So, but thank you so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.